Hello and welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and another edition of an unboxing. Now, I was really excited about these shoes because I like fancy shoes. I like shoes that are a little bit outside of the norm. You've got your white, you got your black, and then you've got your white and black with patterns and, maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I like shoes that are significantly different. And for me, it's a pretty good marketing tool, whereas I'm riding a pair of gold shoes or red shoes or something, and they're like, oh, wow, those are cool looking shoes. I could never wear those. Well, guess what? They come in white or they come in black. So, for me, I get to stand out where everyone else is wearing the white and black shoe. And the only way that shoe would even be brought up in conversation with a rider is that they saw that they were gold, or they were champagne, or they were something, right? So that's kind of why I like to wear a different shoe color than other folks, but also just to be different. I don't like to conform as much, right? Okay, so let's talk about the 903 version. Now, these are a limited edition shoe, and they've got a couple of things that they want to talk about, and this is an S-Phyre shoe, and their S-Phyre line is their flagship line. This is their top of the line race quality stuff. Either the materials or the weight of it or something is just a cut above of any of their other shoes. Okay. Now, this is a champagne color, and I was very excited about these shoes, but unfortunately, I don't understand the sizing. So these are a 45. I wear a 45 in just about every other shoe brand. And when I pulled these out of the box, I was like, oh my goodness, those are some really, really big shoes. So I'm going to have to return them. I really wanted to ride them this weekend and give you not just an unboxing today, but then over the weekend be able to ride them and then tell you how they felt. So let's take a look at some of the things that they want to promote. Now, they talk about a sleek and slender and low profile lacing at the front of the shoe here. They also talk about a complete wraparound of your foot. So starting from down here, wrapping all the way around to the front of the shoe. And the heel design and so on, right? So, it's a good looking shoe. I haven't worn a Shimano shoe in a long time. I have several other, actually I have 3 Pearl Izumi shoes, and they're very good shoes. And so I just wanted to try the S-Phyre shoe from Shimano. And like I said, unfortunately, this shoe fits really big for what I think is a 45. I have a Lake 45.5 that fits me big, and this is even bigger than that. So a couple of things, maybe we can talk about how I size a shoe. When I put my foot in it, I like to put, usually my index finger, I like to put my index finger inside the shoe, and it should be kind of tough to get it past my heel. So my Achilles tendon and then the heel, it should be kind of tough when I stick that finger in. So you do the same. You put your shoes on and do this today. Go to a pair of shoes that fit you really well. Like, there's no doubt these fit me well. And put your foot in the shoe, and then put your index finger behind your heel, and that should be, kind of snug to get your finger in there. Now, a couple of things that I want to talk to you also about sizing. And again, for those folks who are new to this channel or new to my unboxing, I want you to understand that when I talk to you, I don't only talk about the thing that I'm unboxing. So here's another nugget for you. When I first started endurance riding, everyone said, oh, you got to get shoes that are bigger than what you normally wear because your feet are going to swell, your feet are going to do this, they're going to do that. And I think that might have been good advice for some folks, but it made my first year or year and a half absolutely miserable. I had so many foot pains. The natural or the curvature of the shoe, the heel arch, where the cleat is placed, is vital to your comfort. We all know that for bike fitting and for ergonomics, power transfer, all that stuff, efficiency, yes, that's important. But for your comfort, for long distances, because the bottom of your foot is very, very sensitive. Lots of nerve endings that come together, right where all the toes come together, that area, if you can imagine these being toes, this area here is super sensitive. So it would be my advice to not buy shoes that are bigger than you normally wear because you're doing endurance riding, ultra endurance riding. That's just my opinion from my experience. You decide what works for you. But when the shoe's too big, nothing is in the right place. So that's why I'm not going to keep these shoes. They're just too big. And they call this a 10.5, which is what I wear. They call this a 45, which is what I wear. But the shoe is just too big. One of the things you can do is you can take the insole out of a shoe that fits you well. And so we'll take the stuffing out of this. Just give me a second. And you can take the insole out of the shoe that you know fits and then measure it up with another shoe. And you could do this without even trying on the shoe, without scuffing it, without anything, and then you could return it with no problem. So that's a 45 insole. And you can see it's well worn because I ride a lot. But it's at least that much too big, right? And let me see what this cutout says here. Oh, I actually cut where the sizing was, so I can't tell you. But with a lot of these insoles, you'll see that there are lines that go across, and then you trim it to the size that you need. But it's just too big. And you might, the eagle eye amongst you might have noticed I use SQ Lab insoles as well. So that'll take a great fitting shoe and make it an exceptional fitting shoe because of the hard plastic arch support. And you need complete arch support for that. So yeah, these are just too big. And unfortunately on this special edition, they only come in full sizes, so 45, 44, 43, that kind of thing. So I am going to try a 44, and if in the end the special edition 44 doesn't work, I may have to go with a standard, maybe the white, the blue, maybe the blue or the red, again, because they make a white and a black, but I want to have a shoe that's different. I'll probably go with the blue or the red. So let's just do a quick weigh-in on this shoe. Unboxing videos, I'm not a weight weenie, but I believe that's most people come to an unboxing video and they want to see some of the spec and stuff. So this is a 45 shoe with the insole, no cleats, no bolts or anything attached, 266. So that's a fairly light shoe. I believe my Lake shoes, the 403s, they're well over that. So let me kind of show you that real quick so you can see it for yourself. And so you can see that at 266, 265. And, you know, I think it's a good looking shoe. The challenge is always going to be with these race shoes. The challenge is always going to be they come up and they taper and they come up to a point. So for a lot of folks, this sleek, slender race profile design will probably cause pinching here at the pinky toe, or here if you have a bunion, or the big toe. So just keep that in mind when you're looking to get a top-end shoe, a racing shoe, a lightweight shoe. These types of things are going to have a very pointy, for lack of a better description, a very pointy type of shoe. So now I have to send these back, get a 44, because as I mentioned, they only come in full sizes. Get a 44 and ride it, and then give you my opinion. Okay, that's all for today. I've got a few other things to unbox. I've got, this is part of their S-Phyre line, so they've got shoe booties for half and then full. Need to unbox those things as well. And then I've got a 1040 S, so a 1040 Solar Garmin head unit to also unbox. So if you like these kinds of things, there's also later longer term reviews, first ride impressions, those kinds of things. Please like and subscribe. Please hit that notification bell. And as I say often, any of the items that I review on this channel, they are available for purchase. So just hit me up, and that's a great way to support the channel. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.